Hello, welcome or welcome back to my book channel. My name is Lauren from the Lauren Explorer, and I don't know when this is coming out, but you've probably seen this whole setup in a previous one where I talked about all of my romance books on my TBR bookshelf. This is the bookshelf. I am going to make a video of all of the books on my bookshelf one by one, and like on that bookshelf, to tell you about them, and then make another video of me reorganizing it so they're together in a way that I can then do my whole, oh, I'm gonna read this one next, I'm gonna read this one next. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. That's why I'm in the same clothes. It's the same day. Literally just stopped filming and started filming this one. So let's get started. So technically I already know that there's 2 books that I'm not reading until the 3rd book comes out at all. So they're going to go in the very back, and that is the Fae Crate special editions of CJ Meerwild's book. Again, all these books are MMs, so yeah. I know that the main characters, they're not together yet in this book, in this series, so that's the reason why I haven't read them, because I want them to be together when I read. And if I have to wait, I might as well just wait for the book that comes out when they're together so I can read them all together, you know what I mean? Anyways, so this is the first book, the Cane Smile, and then this is the second book, The Blood of Torbet, and yes, they're going to go behind. Actually, I'm gonna go over here. All right. What is next? Oh, so for this, I realized I'm probably not going to read the series because I know the series gets darker and darker and darker and darker as the books goes on, and I don't know if mentally I can take dark. And when I mean dark, I mean mentally dark, very traumatic dark, not traumatic in the pleasure kink kind of traumatic. I mean traumatic for young men's stability in their life that might cause or lead to them exiting the world. So I don't know if I'm ready for that just yet or at all, so I'm probably not gonna read this, so I'm going to give this book away. So that's one book that's not gonna be on my shelf, so woo. Okay, so these Afterlife special editions, this is The Pairing by Casey McQueen, and this is Second Chances in Newport Stephen by TJ Alexander. These are not high on my I really want to read, so yeah, they're going in the back. Neither is my Bright Side editions of Pretty Wrecked and Waiting for You. This is by J.R. Gray, and this is by Cora Rose. They're not high on my list of reads, so again, in the back. My romance edition of Wanted by Avril Ashton, and just a regular edition of Sapphire Storm by Christopher Rice. Not on my highs. Again, they are gonna get read, but it's not on my highs right now. Spitfire by Maya Kern. I started this in AO3, found out it was published, and then decided to just like read the published, but it's not on my highs anymore because I'm gonna have to reread all over again to figure out where I stopped and get back into it. But I know this is like a fantasy, and like, you know how me and fantasies go. Unforgettable Duet by Brooke Belaine. Have no idea what this is about, so this is definitely getting in the behind because Don't know what I'm reading. Just know it's MM. But this is the Hello Lovely special edition, and I believe it's like the Love is Love special edition of Hello Lovely. Disciplinary Action by Ollie James. Again, teacher student isn't my jam. I'm willing to give this a chance. So this is the Wanderlust special edition of it, but again, it's not high. Brightland by T.R. Hambley. I have no idea what this is. Ooh. It's short, so I can just put this in the front. It's like less than 300 pages. It might be a quick read. What We Broke by Marley Valentine. This is the Wanderlust special edition. It's not high on my list. I know it's gonna be angsty, and I know I'm probably gonna cry. Don't feel like crying in like the next 2 or 3 months from a book right now. I like actively like seeking out a book to cry, so in the back it goes. Dazzling special edition and the Barnes & Noble special edition of Raven Song by T.J. Klune. I'm going to read this at some point. It's not high on my list though. Volatile by J.R. Gray. Again, not high on my list, so back it goes. No Man's Land by Courtney Dixon. This is Bright Side Candles Subbox Special Edition before we switch to hardbacks. I've already read this like in KU, so it's not high on my list to read physically. Then we have Foxhole Court series. This is the Rainbow Crate Special Editions. Again, I've already read these. They're not high on my need to read again, but I am going to reread these because now I have special editions of them. Yes. So here we start getting to nitty gritty. I am high on reading Wrath by L. James. So I'm going to put this book in the back and put this book in the front. And I think this is the more durable one and this is the pretty one. Now everything else in the front is like relatively high on my like TBR. We have the From Nothing series. This is the Romance Me Ali special editions that are flipped cover, and this is the RIP special editions of the same books. So I know these are like kind of high for me. I gotta figure out which edition I'm gonna read though. Not as high, but it seems kind of short. So this is like Meet Me in the Blue by M. Johnson. This is the, I believe, Love is Love edition from Hello Lovely. Yes. So it's relatively short. I think, yeah, 230. I can get this done in like 1 hour or 2 if I'm feeling like it's dragging. Reinventing Us by Anne Lester. This is a rockstar romance. Like rockstar romances are my jam. So again, high, relatively high. Husband material. So I have to finish boyfriend material to read this, and I'll like, you know, once you finish one, you have to read the other. So they're going up front because once I finish the boyfriend material, I'm going to have to read husband material. This is the bookish special edition of the two by Alexis Hall. Pretty Little Words special editions of The Lonely Boys, book 2 and 3, Bad Boy and Lost Boys by Charlie Meadow. Okay, so like I'm going to have to read these at some point. I might as well get them over with because the first book wasn't my jam, but I'm hoping like one of these or both are my jam. But yes, double-edged. This is the Romance Me special edition, and the Pretty Little Words special edition of Push and Pull by Nellie, both by Nellie K. Yes, high on my list though. Volatile Brothers by Skylar Snow and Brie Aplo. This is the Romance Me Ali collab, and it has all 3 books in it. So yes, hi. Brightside Candle special edition of Scoring the Keeper. Again, I've already read, but this is like very short and sweet. I think I can get it off in like 1 or 2 hours, depending on like what I'm doing and how I'm feeling, or if I'm on the plane. So this is not high, but I can get this done quickly. Then we have Don't You Dare by C. Ritchie, which is a dark bully romance. Not high, but mid-tier. So yeah, I believe this is a dark bully romance. The Rainbow Crate special edition of How to Bite Your Neighbor and Win a Wager by D.N. Bryn. Mid-tier level of I think I need to read this. Teacher of the Year by M.A. Waddell. I believe this is the Hello Lovely special edition. Yes, it is. Natural Disasters by Chris Owens. I have the first book of this duet, so I'm gonna have to finish it because this is the second book, so that's why it's up here. And I'm gonna put it next to the husband material because they're in the same category of I need to finish them because they're part of the duet. Insane by Nikki James. This is the Romance Me box special edition of it. Mid-tier. And then last but not least is 2 left. Well, technically 3, but then we have The Worthless Boys by Bailey Nicole. This is Marley's Must Read special edition. It's the omnibus, high tier. Another high tier is Racing Hearts by K.A. Knight. This is her actual special edition, like the author special edition of this book. High tier. And last but not least, that I'm probably going to be reading on the plane for a Polycon, is Kiss the Villain by Rena Kent. And yes, we have a nice, organized, the way it needs to be, in bookshelf. I believe so. Everything else is contemporary, because like again, oh, I can finally put this one up here. I think I can. Okay, so this is the Guardian like Priest, like, so I think Guardian is a series and Priest is this book. I have no idea what this book is. I was given it and I'm pretty sure that I might like this. I am going to put this on, like, it's not high on my list, but it's still high enough where it doesn't have to be in the back, because I know that there's like 2 other books in the series, and if I am like vibing with this book now, I might go ahead and just get the other 2 while I can. And if I'm not, I can just, you know, DNF it. But I do like this illustrated cover, so I'm gonna put this. With it. There we go. So everything else that like I haven't organized them, so that's why I'm doing other videos, so you can see all of the books I have, but like then I'm going to do another video of me organizing them. So everything else is contemporary until you get to the bottom shelves. The bottom 2 shelves are ones that I have either the complete series of and haven't read them, or I have the rest of the series, the series of the books, but haven't read them. So they're down there. And yes, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this. This was kind of fun, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!